Hello all, welcome back to episode 155 of our Auction Not Included All Achievement Run. In this episode, we are going to play around with the molecular forge. We ended up getting some graphite, or not graphite, fullerene from a asteroid field up in the star map, from the gilded asteroid field to be exact. So that's something that we are going to be working on right away. The other thing that we are going to work on is this area here. We are going to create another steam room. Yes, I know we need another one just to cool off this individual area. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to automate this and get some, I would say, a better cooling system in place for this region. We're probably going to be using polluted water like we were using elsewhere. That's going to be able to provide us with a good amount of cooling for just this little bit of area. So that's coming up after we get enough water for all of these tiles down here. So we're going to be working on that. Let's just get right to it and see where this road takes us. We also need to keep sending out our rockets. We want to provide a really good amount of digging, right? We want more digging done, so we need to prepare for that. So build this in here, and then we'll have another cargo bay ready in place. Now we don't have enough diamond in here for the drills yet, so we are going to wait until they are full. And what do you know, shine bugs are hanging out in here, creating a little bit more on the radiation in this vicinity here. It doesn't seem like they're creating too many issues, but we got a lot of radiation up here, so that's totally awesome. Once we end up getting the molecular forge completed, we will work on a couple of different things. The first being super coolant, obviously, because that's going to get us into a few of the different options for creating this achievement. Not okay, but pretty cool, down to 6 Kelvin. So that's going to take a little bit of time to do so with some sort of cooling system. But again, using super coolant is going to very make that a lot very easy. That made no sense. I'm so sorry. That's going to make it much easier than the unconventional method of dropping the temperature for certain areas. So, oh boy, what do we have going on here? We have issues with the pipe breaking, so the temperature was a little bit too hot inside. It looks like that should be close, should be okay. How is the temperature of this vicinity? Okay, these are pretty good. We added a little micro cooling loop on the outside of the insulated tiles here. That way they do not the heat does not penetrate through them and go out into the base area. We do not want 400-degree temperatures around there, so we are definitely going to avoid that if we can, for the most part. Oh, molecular forge is almost done. Something I did want to look at is the amount of water we are getting is not that great. So we may add another way to do that, which is, let's see, where are we going to take this? We will need another row for the brine, because we have brine right here, right? And it is emitting brine. Let's change this, because we want this to be below. Yeah, we want this to be providing more. And for some reason, there's regular water in there. Not sure why all that got in there. Maybe because it got too warm and then kind of evaporated. Okay, well, that's fine. That's not a big deal. What we should do is focus on getting another pipe in here. So we're gonna go over just like so. It's gonna go over here. And the real question is, how do we get it over here? We may need to do some interesting plumbing here. Go down and over? Maybe? We really don't have a lot of options. Yeah, I think what we may have to end up doing is just go down and over. You know, we don't even need to provide this. We just need to have it provide extra to fill in the gaps of the regular water. Okay. Looking good. Looking really, really good. We got some extra pips coming in. So then we can feed the fertilizers. Fertilizer synthesizer. Man, that is such a tongue twister. Alright, let's go back to our other asteroid. See how this is coming along. Seems like it's taking a little bit of time, but it's okay. We can just deconstruct that. We will need to put the gas pump over here because all of this is probably not going to stay natural gas. I was thinking if we cut it off on both sides here and here and only allow oxygen to flow in between, then this whole area gets filled with oxygen instead, and then that should be fine. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. Overheated. The space heater overheated. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna change that to 30. Hopefully we can get one of these mutations soon, because I would really like to get that achievement. I've never gotten that achievement before. It took a little bit longer than I was expecting, so yeah. Alright, we are getting our petroleum back. So that means we're getting polluted water back. This is good. We need a little bit more, but that's okay. It's because of the pipe getting filled all the way up. Once this pipe is filled up, that goes to our rockets, then all of this will start backing up and they'll get enough, hopefully enough of the petroleum. The only thing that I struggle with sometimes on this is there's no load balancing with this method, right? So I think I may change this to the setup that we have, like the bathrooms. Yeah, let's just do that. So what I mean by this is, no matter what, I want one of them to have the most petroleum, right? So if we have this one here be the end of the line, then the petroleum's going to always go up, over, down, and around and stop. And it's going to hit all of these instead of like stopping like this right here. So hopefully that fixes our issue that we have. Okay, so here's a molecular forge. We want super coolant. Now, my question is, when you decide to make something in here, how does that work? Because it doesn't seem like there is plumbing. There is no, what do you want to call it? inputs and outputs on the molecular forge. So does that mean we need to have, well, it probably, I mean, it absolutely means we have to have some of this right here. That's a 1 kilogram. How much is needed? 49.5 kilograms. Okay. That's a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest. Okay, I'm just keeping track of this temperature. We're at 197.4, and it was over 300 at the beginning of that. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Temperature of the hydrogen inside this pipe right here is totally fine. We almost have enough hydrogen that we could add another gas reservoir if we truly wanted to. Okay. Almost have all that completed. Yeah. What I'm going to do is turn off one of these, because I feel like we are going to need to get we're gonna need one more, one less, in order to back up a little bit on the petroleum, because that gives us 2 kilograms per second back. All right, we're gonna cut the pipes here so that way it does what we want it to, like this. Okay. So now these last 3 pipes, and then it'll be all good. What is up here? Polluted water? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna start to see this back up a little bit. So what I want to do is do a pitcher pump. We're gonna make that out of obsidian. And we will need probably to put it right here, to be honest. So let's do that. Let's put a higher priority. Mop up all of this polluted, icky water. Okay. Now all of these are continuing to run, and it doesn't stop. The petroleum goes all the way to the end, and all of these are full. Yep, I think I like that a lot better, actually. Okay. Let's put these as a higher priority, and then what we will do is put our pitcher pump here. Once the petroleum is backed up enough, we should have plenty of options to come in there and grab the molecular forge petroleum, and that should just save us some hassle overall. Alright, how are we doing over here? All of the different tiles are done right there, except for these. What we should do as a precaution is pick up all of those different, here's what we'll do. We will just go ahead and mop up that floor. Is that fertilizer? It is. Okay, I didn't even realize we had extra fertilizer here. Not terrible. It's a good thing to have. I'd always rather have more materials than not enough. Always, always, always. Okay, did we get diamond? We did not have enough yet on either one of these, so we do need this to get done. So let's just look at our radiation. Is there something else that we could do? We don't have enriched uranium, so we can't use this. A radiation lamp would be good, but the problem, we don't have a ton of uranium. Okay. So we did all of that. We could probably take this and... Let's go like this. And we'll cut the wire here. Cut the wire here. Same thing, go straight up to that. And that'll power the brain. That's what we want, right? Some brain power. So we built this to block off the crude from falling through. It worked out pretty nicely, I think. Now if we look at the temperature seems to be stabilizing. These are a little bit hotter than I would like, but they're still doing okay at least. Let's see, the polluted water is at 10 degrees. Let's just take a peek. Let's go up here and look. So we're coming in at -2, 4.5. Okay. This one right here, 6. Yeah, this is a little bit hotter than we would like, so we may adjust. Yeah, we may adjust this a little bit. So, when I say adjust, I mean it might be wiser to add 2 of these to the loop instead of just 1, so that way it stays cooler, because the water, polluted water, is at 12 degrees and that's just not cutting it at all. So I think what we might do is we might add this other aqua tuner setup to the loop here. And how would we do that? Very, very simply. We go, let's take the piping, we go up and over. Okay, and then this one, we just need to go here. No, we just have this one go here. And then let's see, how are we going to do that? We are going to liquid bridge here. Get rid of this bridge. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna make all this a higher priority. I want it done right away because this water is not cold enough. Okay. We're going to flip this around. Oh, wait. We need 2 of these here. We don't even need that. Excuse me. So then what we will do is we will have, we don't need to get rid of this bridge. All we need to do is take this bridge and put it here. Right? Yep, I think that that is exactly what we need. And then we will cut this pipe here when all this is done and fix it. So let's give them a little bit more time. We'll move a little bit faster. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up, up, and over. Let's cut this pipe here. No, wrong one. Cut the pipe here, cut the pipe here, and then we're gonna go straight down, like so. Okay, so now that bridge is going all the way around. We need the rest of this to get completed. Okay. And then all that needs to be completed, like, right away. So then this can go all the way around and around and around. Come on. Let's get it done. Let's go, dupes. Oh, we have some blueprints here. We have ethanol, directlet eggs. Direclet eggs. Full of gossip. You know, that might not be that bad of a thing. Alright, since we are lacking on our duties, let's make those a little bit faster. Just a smidge faster. Thank you. Okay. See, changing and adding one of these back to the other loop was not very difficult. I thought it might be a little difficult, but that was just fine. We wanted some ceramic. Okay, now this is gonna go around and around. Perfect. Okay, I believe we have a... Don't we have a reservoir somewhere? Oh, we got it from over there. Okay. Now, that is interesting. We're gonna do that for a minute, so we can get some extra water in here. And now we should be good. Maybe. We're gonna watch it for a minute. It is kind of stopping and starting, so, I mean, there's a little bit of a gap, but I think we'll be fine now. Okay. Now this, I have no idea. I am not sure what I was thinking, but I have a good idea right here. Let's get that out of there, move that away. We don't need to go down and around. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Looks great. So now the temperature of this is going to go down no matter what it changes to from down here. I mean, 17 degrees, yeah, we would have never caught back up to keeping the areas nice and cold. Alright, let's look at our water situation over here. Okay, the water is going back up, which is good, right? We definitely needed that. We never want to run out of water. Oh, we have another blueprint. What did we get? And, ooh, algae checkers. I don't know if we had that one or not, but that's still pretty cool. Okay, our petroleum is backing up a little bit at a time. Let's add our plumbing, pitcher pump, add that right here. Out of obsidian, good. Good. What I'm going to do is cut off a second one of these petroleum generators, just so that way we can conserve 4 kilograms instead of 2, so it's going to double how fast it's going to take to get all of that. Alright, let's change this to a 9, so that way this gets completed, and then we can go up, over, and around. We don't have cobalt. Alright, let's fix that. Okay, and then up here, we could do cobalt. We'll just do 5 of those, and then we're going to do 20 iron. Okay. Liquid pump is overheated. Well, that's not good. Oh, it's made out of copper. Let's pre-order this. We don't have a lot of gold left. Oh, man. Alright, well. We're still going to order it to be redone out of gold amalgam. Plastium visco gel fluid. Iso resin. Okay. So I wonder, let's just look at that. Iso resin. Okay. What do we have to do? We need this, which where do you get that from is the question. And what are the properties of the visco gel fluid? 479.9 degrees before it evaporates? Wow. Okay. That sounds like a nice challenge to make. That might be on our list of things to do. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of cool things that we have not touched yet, so. Because even when you don't get to, or I mean, even when you get to late game, if you haven't done all of, all the different cool options of making different liquids, or even like the shine bugs, even everybody knows my thoughts on how I do not like the shine bugs. It is a really good challenge to try and get the mutated shine bugs. It is a very, very good challenge. Not discounting that, I'm just not a fan because it's a lot of work. Oh man. What is going on over here? Let's mop that up too. Yeah. Okay. So once this is good, we can probably start making some of the super coolant. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait. Wow. Now, does this just drop it on the floor, or does it drop it in bottle form is my concern. I've never used a molecular forge before, so this is going to be interesting. I'm also going to prepare a little bit for this. So let's do that. Yeah. So if it does drop, we're good. It just goes down into here. If it doesn't, then that's okay. We'll put it here so it doesn't go on that other side. There we go. What temperature will it come out at? Does it tell you? It does not tell you here. Okay. That is just fine. Did we get more diamond? I keep going back to that because I want to send duplicates on some runs. Okay, we almost have one of these. 70 per cycle, 60 per cycle. Let's look at our colony summary. Scroll down to the bottom here. Okay, we already can see what that is. We've got 5 to go. Mind the gap. We're almost at 84,000. So we have 916,000 to go. We need to land on the other asteroids. We have a little bit of rad bolts that need to be traveled just to get that achievement. Extract uranium from a beta hive. That's going to be fun. And then run a research reactor at full capacity for 5 cycles. These are all of the extra achievements. There are 2 at the top besides the not okay but pretty cool that we are also working on. The cosmic archaeology. We still need to get 7 more artifacts from the other planets. We've only gotten a couple directly from the gassy Mu planet. So that's kind of, we just left that planet alone once we tamed the gassy moo and got the achievement. So that is pretty much it for that. We kind of know where we're going and what we're doing, so that is super exciting. We just need the petroleum, so it's going to be a little bit of time before we get to that point. Okay, this was completed. We did not have, what was I thinking of? We did not have the capacity to put gold amalgam or these vents. So, who's trapped? I've gotten used to that noise. Who's trapped? I tried clicking on it and it didn't do anything. Oh. Okay. That is totally fine. Alright. So we are getting enough of this pea water. P for polluted water, not pea water. Okay, we got a lot of crude here. Let's mop that up. Move all this into the designated correct location. Couldn't be happier with how the setup is, even though we have such a big surplus of power here. Look at that, this looks great. Okay, all right. Did we get the diamond yet? No, we did not. Wait, one of these just went off. Did we not get all of the rad bolts? I think this is blocking the rad bolts. And that's why we are not making any... Now that is a bit frustrating. Just a little bit. It'll be okay. Be fine. But we will need to put ladders here. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll put it right here instead, and then we will remove this one. At least we'll get some materials back. Right? Okay. 72 tons of sulfur. That is a lot of sulfur. All right. We're getting there. A little bit more time. Okay. So, did we get ceramic yet? We did get some ceramic. Let's go to refinement. No. Plumbing. Liquid. Okay, you can't make them out of a liquid vent, but you can make pipes out of it. Okay. I was under the assumption you could make these, but let's make it out of steel, and then we'll make more steel here. That'll give us plenty to go around. See, now look at the pipes. So they're at -1 again, and that's much more closer to the temperature we want going into the warmer areas. Very, very much so. Okay. Let's do that. And then break these open. That way everything drops after it gets dug up. That's so frustrating. I really thought that that wouldn't have been an issue here. No wonder it's been taking so long to get diamond. Okay. Let's see here. Let's check on everything. Okay, erupts in 9.4 cycles. That'll give us some really good amounts of power and igneous rock. We have all these continuing to provide petroleum. We've got crude going for days. That will never stop. 1487. I mean, so I will say the temperature dropped about 10 degrees since we started this process, but it hasn't gotten much more than that. So if we look at the magma that's out of here, 1480, right? It's even lower than that, and some... No, it's not. Excuse me, I was incorrect. So that's fine. Not a big deal at all. And all this stuff. Yeah. We like stuff. All the stuff. Alright. Let's see how this turns out. Hopefully they can take care of this rather quickly and we don't have to worry at all. There we go. Attribute increased. Strength modifier. Wow, okay. Show me them guns, Ellie. Soggy feet, yucky lungs. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Okay, these have been taken care of. We can throw Wheezeworts here and here. Can't forget about this. These are part of our achievement that we're trying to get. We also want another Wheezewort here. So that'll give us plenty of radiation, hopefully. I hope that that's plenty. Critter starvation. Oh, you are fine. Go eat some mealwood, and you will be fine. Okay. Alright, let's look at this forge. It says that we could make this. No, it doesn't. It's just, it looks like it's not grayed out, but it is. It needs to be purple. Super coolant, almost there. Let's take a look at our... Yep, we're getting there. Very, very close. Ice. I was tempted to say no. Let's have them move all that to where they need to go. We don't need it all the time. Okay, now the water's not going that way. Is that because it is? It's because of this extra pipe down there. So we're gonna fill all of that up all the way across. All right. Okay, all that is steam. That's cold, right? Cold is cold. Well, kind of. So I guess there's a couple of different tiles that are super, they get heated up really fast right away, being right behind the hydrogen vent. We don't see it really, but we can definitely tell. Okay. I'm thinking we add another one of these. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yep. We're just gonna put another hydrogen reservoir here. I don't want to lose any. I want to keep this hydrogen going and flowing for a couple of reasons. The first reason being we are going to need liquid hydrogen with the super coolant. So sending that all of the way up here to cool it down to the temperature that we need it to turn it into liquid hydrogen is going to require hydrogen in general, right? So that's why we are starting to accumulate extra hydrogen, because I would really like that to get done sooner rather than later, of course. Okay, let's cut this pipe here, and then that will finish up the extra hydrogen reservoir, that is, right? Okay, let's go back to the other one here. And, okay, they are taking a little bit of time on this, but kind of expected. We are going to need some more steel anyways, so it's going to take a little bit longer to make, which I think is acceptable in this scenario. Oh, we did close off the areas. Good. I thought we didn't, and things were still leaking. Alright, now let's take a look at the radiation. Okay. 670, 515, 678. That's a way more than it was prior to that. And now we have a couple right here. And that should be plenty. Hopefully. For the dashes. Alright. Did we get power here? We did not. Okay. Oh boy. Incoming asteroid, everyone. There we go. I wonder why it says there's not any copper when there totally is copper. Bizarre. Okay, we got our extra one of those. Now, hopefully, this doesn't sit there and get 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna add another one right here. Because you know what? I find it totally necessary. Don't tell me you're idle. There's a bajillion things to do. Let's do crude here. Okay, we're gonna turn off the crude here. We'll put it sweep only. Maybe sweep only? Yeah. Okay. And then we go here and sweep. There we go. Much better. Alright, give them some time to take care of that. That looks good. Okay, how is this temperature? It's -1, -2, okay. So the area is going back down on the temperature. This is still pretty hot. Battery. Yeah, I could see that being hot. Ellie. We want Ellie in here. But we also want that to be done because I don't think it'll let anybody through. How do we not have copper? Oh, we don't. Okay, we'll go to iron then. And then this will be the highest priority right here. And then that should be good. Now that we're not blocking half of our radiation gathering, this should be a lot more efficient. Genes shuffled. Complete. Ellie's brain is still vibrating, but they've never felt better. Now Ellie acquired the Deep Diver's lung trait. This duplicate has a frankly impressive ability to hold their breath. Air consumption rate minus 50 grams per second. That is huge, by the way. Okay, that is super huge. We just cut these wires here, turn this off. Let's just look at one of our other duplicates, okay? When they breathe, let's see. That's half of the amount required. Wow. Wow. That is absurd. We would want that on duplicate that is in like the rockets and whatnot. That would be super helpful. Whoa. We are putting so much pressure that it's cracking abyssalite. Really? That is insane, really. Is what it is. I thought the hardness of that would make it not do that. Unreachable food. What do you mean unreachable food? What do we got? We've got Swampy Delights. And we've got... Where's it at? Pickled meal. There we go. It'll send food in a moment. We have it on a timer delay, even though... where is this gonna go? If we put something in here? Oh, it's just gonna go right out there. Okay. We need to put organic. Anything that's polluted in here. We don't want to chance the off-gassing. I don't think it will because it's in hydrogen, right? So we did materials, hydrogen, yeah. You know what we really need to do is put that, get some of those poke shells here. And that would save us some of the trouble. Okay, give them some time. Who's trapped? Okay. Can we deliver suit? Now, what I want to know is why this didn't go up here. Very bizarre, actually. Very, very bizarre. Okay, well, no big deal. Not that big of a deal at all. Look at that. We can make super coolant. That is awesome. We're gonna start. We're just gonna put one in. I want to see how this works. Whew. 50 kilograms of that. Some fullerene. Oh man, this is super exciting. I think I may do this though, and then add. Two of these here. And then what we want is automation, duplicate sensor. No, it will not work. But if we did this, what does this say? Enables and disables the building. Okay. All right. Wow. Look at that. It's going, everyone. We've got it. And the super coolant is right there. Okay, so it literally just drops it right next to it. We're going to put, we're just gonna put 20 for now. We've officially made our first batch of super coolant. How awesome is that? Okay, so there are two ways, I guess, that we've seen to get super coolant, and it's you can either get fullerene from here, from this gilded asteroid field. That's the one that you're going to be looking for. Or on the water asteroid down here, you can grab the graphite, which is, after our wonderful save, all of the way at the bottom here. All this graphite. I mean, that's a lot, to be honest. But if you get the graphite, the problem is you need to turn it into fullerene, which requires aluminum, sulfur, and graphite, right? So that's exactly what you need to do in order to get your supercoolant. But since we found the actual asteroid field in the star map, that's made our life a little bit easier. So, wonderful news. Okay. We're just going... We need to actually send it like that. There we go. And how long until this is dormant? 13.6 cycles. Okay. So what I would like to do is probably provide maybe more power here than this, but we'll have to kind of adjust. We don't have a battery. Like, for the longest time, it said battery here because that was having issues keeping up with the power consumption. But I think since we've switched it over to the polluted water, it's made it a lot easier on the power grid. Yes, I know, I should have known better. No, I'm not sorry, but we have learned our lesson. All right? We have learned our lesson. Polluted water is king until you get better forms of coolant. And we can really see that now with the power consumption. Okay. Waiting on iron. Good. Enough of that tangent. So if we wanted fossil, we need diamond to grab more fossil. You know how weird that sounds? We would need to have another setup getting diamond and radiation, which the best way that we would do that is going to be on the other asteroid here with like this crash satellite. Okay, yeah, that's going to be the next. Cuddle Pips, sorry, out of nowhere. There's Cuddle Pips hanging out. Okay. Yeah, I think in either the next couple of rockets sent into the air, I think we may send 2 duplicates here, get this situated. There is some food here. We can send some extra food and everything. Get them going so we can find... We need to do 2 things. We need this gold volcano, and we need to find the beta hives, which I'm pretty sure is at the bottom of this asteroid. So that's what we are going to work on in the not so distant future, because I really want to tame this gold volcano. That's going to be a lot of fun, figuring out the best way to handle that and such. Now that I'm confident in my abilities to take care of such things, thanks volcano, I don't think we're gonna have any issues. I think we're gonna power through it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing so, and that's gonna be pretty awesome in my opinion. So, all right, we got a bunch of more super coolant. We got 6 done so far. We're gonna make a bunch more, and that's gonna be perfect. But this right here is partially why I want to go get more of the what am I thinking of here? More of the gold on the other asteroid, because I don't want to run out. That would be unfortunate, right? Okay, so then we're gonna go here and then deconstruct that. Let's get a ladder, make that out of obsidian, because we are having a lot of fun putting ladders all over the place. Right, so perfect, not too shabby. But We are going to slow it down right here, everyone. I think that we have accomplished everything that I wanted to for this episode. I'm super ecstatic about the molecular forge being in use and getting super coolant for the very first time since I've never used it before. So that is awesome, and I really could not have done it without a lot of the community here, because honestly, like, our community that's been growing has been a really good push to continue playing the game to the later stages. I'm no expert, but I like showing how I'm learning because I feel like other people can benefit from it. So if you find this stuff beneficial, if you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing, please consider liking the video. I would truly appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a very wonderful day. We'll see you in the next one.